if you are a small YouTube channel, watch this video. I'm about to help you out. Okay, let's go.
Well, hey, sugar.
Well, hey, sugar.
Hey, sugar.
Hey, sugars.
Hey, sugar.
Hey, sugar.
Hey guys, what's up? This is Naya B. Hope that everyone is doing well and that you are having a good week. I'm excited to do this video. I kind of envisioned doing this video since I started my YouTube journey. So just to help others, help small YouTubers like myself as we all grow and build our channel and create content. If you are new to my channel, make sure you subscribe. Tap the post notification bell. If you are a subscriber, hey, welcome back. Hey, sugar, all that good stuff. Yeah, and if you're new here, we put out videos weekly on Sundays for now. I do work full-time. My husband Nick also works a full-time job. He's captain of fire department here, and we have a teenage daughter. So life is a little busy. We settled on weekly vlogs on Sundays. However, every now and then we'll put out a video midweek or we may go live. So yeah, let's get started. All right, so the first thing I want to talk about is my why. Why did I start YouTube? Why did I even come on this platform, and why did I make a channel? So my why, I would say, is we have Facebook, we have Instagram, and people would inbox, DM, and say they enjoy when I post my family, or when I update them something my daughter did, or we're funny, you know, happy, laughing, joking family, and people seem to enjoy that. So I was not aware though that YouTube was almost like a place where you can make your own reality show. I didn't know that. I only frequented YouTube for recipes, makeup looks, hair tutorials, things like that. It was actually my daughter who introduced me to this other side of YouTube that I didn't know anything about. So a vlog and all that stuff was foreign to me. I didn't know it existed until she became obsessed with some YouTubers who create vlogs and daily content. So we sat down one day and she started showing me some of the YouTubers that she enjoys, and I'm like, wow, this is you know, amazing. I didn't know people were doing this. So I'm really late to the game. This was maybe 3 years ago when we sat down one day and binge watched some of her favorite YouTubers and some of their content, and I didn't know it was a thing. I didn't know people did this. So she inspired me, and then with hearing, you know, from other people, knowing they like watching us and stuff like that, I'm like, well, if they could do that, I could do that. I didn't start though right away. The goal at first was for Nico, my daughter, to start her channel. And at the time, she was only 11 years old. She would make a video, but you could tell it really wasn't like her thing just yet. And I mean, she's a kid, right? So I told my husband, I said, you know what, we'll help her. We bought her what she needed, equipment wise, all that stuff. And then I said, February of 2019, I'm gonna go live and do my channel. And that's what I did. So I have some talking points here. I'm just gonna roll through this list. Get a pen, get some paper, write this stuff down. I'll try to put things in the description box as well. So let's talk about equipment. What do you need to have a YouTube channel? You can absolutely go out and buy a camera if you choose. I have a Canon Mark G7X II. That was my choice to purchase a camera when I first got started. It's actually the second camera I had. The first one, I forget the name of it, but the quality of it wasn't that great. I'll try to go back and link maybe my first 2 YouTube videos in the description box, and you can really tell the difference in the camera quality. However, you don't have to have a camera. You can absolutely just use your phone. Everybody has a cell phone. They have cameras and record. Whatever you're going to use to record, though, make sure the quality is the best you can get it. You want to upload with good sound, with good lighting, good picture. So make sure you're doing the best quality that you can do. You don't have to invest in a camera. You really don't. There's a lot of YouTubers that will switch between their camera and their phone within one video, and sometimes you can't even tell the difference. So you can use your phone or you can get a camera. That's the one I have. I don't see myself upgrading to a different camera anytime soon. This one is fine. We take very good care of it, so it is gonna be with us for a while. So yeah, your camera or your phone. As far as some apps that I use to make videos, so write this down. PicMonkey. PicMonkey is an app that I use to make all my thumbnails for my videos. There's some other things you can do with PicMonkey that I discovered today. Maybe you want to do like a different Instagram look or different templates, even for other platforms. So PicMonkey is great. You can use it for free or you can pay the subscription. I think I paid like $7 a month for PicMonkey. Thumbnails are important, so you want to make sure, you know, think about when you're on YouTube and you search seafood boil. You're scrolling through to see whose looks the best, whose looks interesting. So good thumbnails, that's a must. So PicMonkey is what I use for that. I also use TubeBuddy. TubeBuddy is an extension you can add on your computer to do a lot of things with. I mainly use TubeBuddy to search keywords for my videos. I also search like popular tags, things like that that will help you in the algorithm for YouTube. Again, I'll link this stuff below, but TubeBuddy is another one. It does cost to use TubeBuddy. It's not expensive, and if you're serious about making content and growing your channel, it's worth the investment. Next thing I use from time to time is Social Blade. It's a website. Social Blade, basically you can go on there. It kind of keeps up with your content. It does a live subscriber count on Social Blade. Kind of shows you where you rank on YouTube amongst all the other millions of people. So, and it can estimate for you or show an estimate of possible revenue that you could have coming in off your views and content. So socialblade.com, check that out. The next thing I use app-wise for my YouTube is the YouTube Creator app. If you have a YouTube channel, I'm sure on youtube.com, you go into your account and you see YouTube Creator Studio. This is basically the app version of that. I frequent it often and it keeps up with everything on the app. You can see the watch time, discovery, all the analytics, estimated revenue, everything shows there on that app. You can even, once you upload a video, you can do your description box, tags, all that through the app. So if you are making content for YouTube, you definitely need that app on your phone. The last thing that I use that helps me make my videos, I use a website called Epidemic Sound. Epidemic Sound has pretty much copyright-free, royalty-free music for content creators that you can use. And what you want to do, if you sign up to use Epidemic Sound, it does cost, I want to say it's about maybe $15 a month. But when you create an account, you'll then link your YouTube channel or your Facebook, your Instagram, whatever social media platforms. You'll then link those social media platforms into Epidemic Sound. That way, when you use a song or sound effect from that website, it's already, you're paying for it already. So there's no copyright for using that music or that sound. I'm going to talk about a mistake I made with that in a little bit, but epidemicsound.com, definitely use it. If you're using iMovie to edit, I know iMovie has some sound effects and some songs and things like that included. Totally fine. But if you want to step it up a little bit, go to Epidemic Sound. All right, so the next thing I want to talk about are the thresholds that you have to reach in order to be a monetized YouTube channel. Now, it's very important to pay attention to these things because ultimately this is what determines you making money off your channel or not. The first thing is you have to have 1,000 subscribers, okay? And now if you've been following my YouTube journey, last year, 2019, I started my channel with 3 subscribers in February 2019. And I had a goal of having that 1,000 subscribers by October of 2019 for my 39th birthday. I met that goal thanks to some amazing people in my life helping support me. I met that goal, but I wasn't paying attention to the second threshold, which is watch time. You have to have 4,000 hours of watch time along with 1,000 subscribers. Watch time is a lot harder to get than subscribers, okay? So if you're not quite at 1,000 subscribers yet, that's okay. Start paying attention to that watch time because I hit 1,000 and it took a whole nother year before I got to that 4,000 hours. I mean, think about it. It's simple math. You're a small channel, right? 1,000 people, maybe. You're a small channel. You maybe have 5% of those subscribers even watching your content, okay? Most of my subscribers really don't look at my content. My watch time primarily comes from Facebook, and I'm going to talk about that as well. But you have a small amount of people looking at your videos. We don't have millions of subscribers yet, right? So that watch time on a 20-minute video of only 60, 70 views is not a lot. So you want to make sure that you're paying attention to both of those metrics kind of evenly, or maybe even focusing more on watch time because it is harder to get. Like I said, it took me a whole nother year to even hit that threshold. We just had my 40th birthday, and that was the goal, and I did meet that goal. But it took a lot of supporters and subscribers just constantly running my content for me. I mean, day after day, in order for me to hit that goal. So make sure you pay attention to that early on. Make sure you're, focused on that watch time. But you do need that. It's different for us being small YouTubers now in 2020 than it was for some of these other guys that started years ago. They didn't have that threshold to meet. So when you watch other YouTubers, they give tips and they're amazing tips, but they can't really speak to this because they didn't have to do that. The next thing I want to talk about are just a couple tips for you when you are building your YouTube channel. The first thing is find something that you're good at and kind of stick to that. Not saying put yourself in a box, but find that thing that whatever your subscribers seem to really respond to and give them that content. For me and my family, I learned early on, people just like to see us be a family. That's it. They really don't care for me doing my makeup or hair video. They just want to see a family, and that's what we give them every single week. So if you are good with hair and that's kind of what you're putting out, stick to that. Beauty, if you do pranks, if you do, whatever you do and people seem to be responding to that, just kind of keep a flow with it. Don't put yourself in a box. Again, it's your content, but find what you're good at and then just stick with that and be consistent, which is the next thing. Consistency is huge, okay? If you put out a video every blue moon, you're not going to retain those subscribers, or they may stay subscribed, but they're not going to really come back the way most people do. So you want to make sure you're consistent. Give yourself, you don't have to make it publicly known, but if you just say to yourself, okay, I'm gonna do one video a week, or even if you do, you know, 2 or 3 videos a month, something to keep you on a schedule. There are YouTubers that post every single day. I don't know how they do it, but people do that. So, you know, you have to have consistency. Ultimately, you're building a business. You're building a brand. That's what you're building. This channel is you. And if you want it to be successful, you got to be consistent with it. Me right now, I just got off my 9-to-5 job, but I'm sitting down filming this for you right now so I can be consistent and have more content to put out on my channel for you guys. Another tip I want to give you guys is to post your YouTube videos on more than one platform. Many of us, you may have a small Instagram following as well, so you may not have that cool little swipe up feature that a lot of bigger YouTube channels or Instagram people have. Influencers, that's the word I was looking for. But you may have a Twitter or TikTok, Snapchat, Facebook, whatever, other platforms. YouTube doesn't really play fair when it comes to people subscribing and hitting that notification bell. Sometimes they're not being notified that you put out a video, okay? So if that happens, they may not know until several days later. And one thing that's important about YouTube is the amount of views you get within the first, I think, 2 hours. That can determine kind of how you start pushing through the algorithm. So if you have 1,000 subscribers and only 5%, 10% may watch your content anyway, but out of that group, most of them are not being notified, or maybe they just didn't see their phone or whatever the case, how then will they know you put out content? So what I like to do, I share the link instantly after I upload. I share the link to my Facebook page. I take my thumbnail, I put it in an Instagram post, I make an Instagram story, I make a Facebook story, whatever you have to do, put it out on more than one platform. That way you're getting the word out. My analytics show that the bulk of my viewers come from that Facebook click. They're not coming from subscribers. And most of my viewers that watch me are not subscribers. That your analytics show you that. So make sure you post on all social media platforms if you can. Again, you're building a business, you're building a brand for yourself. Put it out there on all platforms. Going back to Epidemic sound, this is just kind of a tip, something that I messed up on really big. My husband has a YouTube channel as well, okay? And he signed up for Epidemic sound, not me. We thought I could use the music even though it was linked to his YouTube and not mine. So when I got to the point of being monetized or close to being monetized, I started noticing these copyright claims on almost every other video and realized what was going on. Well, a YouTube friend basically was like, oh, I think this is what you did, you messed up. So big mistake, okay? Because I have almost 200 videos that every other one or so, whenever I use the song for Epidemic sound, now can't be monetized. So I had to go back, click on those videos and either mute the sound or take it out altogether just so it could be monetized. My biggest video, I'll put a card here, biggest today as far as views, this blanket tutorial that I did, and most of that sound is gone because it had to be muted so I can monetize that video, not knowing. So I don't want y'all to make that mistake. Just because your husband or your child may have a YouTube channel and they have Epidemic, that has nothing to do with you, okay? Each person, whoever's going to do a YouTube channel, has to have their own Epidemic sound account. Yes, that will mean probably paying for more than one person to have it. If you have more than one channel going on in your house, whatever. Someday you'll be able to monetize that content and make money back off of it. So make sure you don't make that mistake, okay? So I want to talk about too some of the larger YouTubers that I frequent are Raven Elise. We watch the Prince family. We watch the Rush fam. These YouTubers have a really, really big following. CJ So Cool. They have a big following. I think CJ is pushing 8 million subscribers right now. They have really, really built themselves to this amazing amount of subscribers that they have, and they do this full time. I watch them for inspiration, and I want to encourage you all to find a bigger YouTuber that has done this for a while, to look to them for inspiration. One thing I love about Raven Elise, she's very organized, and she has a certain look to her brand, and you can really tell she takes her time to put out quality content, and brands work with her because of that, which is something that can come about with having a YouTube channel. So she's really good to just kind of watch and get inspiration from. CJ So Cool, he's, you know, fun. He's got his kids, he's got his cars and all this stuff, but you have to give him credit for that 8 million subscribers, and he will put out content. At one point he put out content every single day. But yeah, he's another one to kind of look at. The Rush fam I really love. They started out with nothing, pretty much just a cell phone, and now they have, I think, 4 channels running, all monetized. The kids have channels, so you can really, really make this a bigger thing. But look at some of those bigger YouTubers. I have a cousin with a channel. She has, I think she's about the 200,000 subscriber range. She's been at it for some time. She's very inspirational to me. I have a high school, well, we went to middle school together, actually, classmate who is also on YouTube, and she's up there as well, and her content is amazing. I met Javon, or Javlogs, some may know her as, through YouTube, and she has a huge platform. Her kids have lots of subscribers and things like that. So there are a lot of people that have really stuck with this and put in the time and been consistent and have built their brand and built their subscribers up and built their channel up. So it is very possible. And I love to go back on some of those bigger YouTubers and kind of see where they started and see where they are now. Another one, and if I can find it, I may link it below, Be Love, who I don't really watch her content like that because I'm not into the watching people eat thing. But I saw a video of hers, and she was kind of talking about her process to becoming a full-time YouTuber. And this woman worked a full-time job, okay, came home and filmed every single day to the point that she had a video 7 days out, okay? So she was always, her content was always kind of pre-scheduled for the next week. And she did that for some time, and now look at her. I mean, who doesn't want to do a video with Be Love? So it's possible, and it took, I know that had to be exhausting to film every day, upload every day, edit every day, but she did it. So look to some of the bigger ones. We're small right now, guys, but it is possible. So some just kind of last little tips that I want to give you guys for doing your content, making your YouTube channel. Number one, have fun. I mean, it's your content. You ultimately can do whatever you want to do, and that's amazing. Don't put yourself in a box, but remember to be professional. Again, this is your content, but you are building a brand, building a business. Opportunities are endless out there for people who want to be influencers, or, you know, brands working with you, partnerships, things like that. So you want to make sure that your content is worthy for those brands to call you someday and offer to work with you. That's kind of the goal of what well, me personally trying to get to making this a full-time thing. So have fun, but be professional. The next tip I want to give, as far as some things that I don't think a lot of people know about, are tags and keywords. When you upload a video, search the title of your video, and TubeBuddy is good for this. You can search the possible title that you're going to use in the video, and you can see how popular that video is. You can search the title, the keywords of the video in TubeBuddy, and it can help you as far as making sure you're putting out a title that's popular, something that's being searched, something that people are looking for. I'll go back to my blanket video again for this example. When I first made that video, which was almost a year ago, I think I just called it blanket tutorial. And then when I was introduced to TubeBuddy and I saw, okay, you need to be specific about what your titles are, I changed the name of that video to Chunky Blanket, and it started going in through the algorithm because people search Chunky Blanket or hand knit blanket. And I put tags in that video that made sure it would be a part of the algorithm. So tags are important, keywords or titles are important, thumbnails are absolutely important, okay? If you, like I said, with yourself, you're on YouTube looking for a particular topic, you're looking at those people's faces, or, you know, if you're looking at a recipe, ooh, that spaghetti looks good, that's the one you're going to click on. Or that title says, you know, DIY for $3, that it's what got your attention, so that's what you clicked on. So those things are important. The last thing that I want to leave you guys with, for not a tip, but just a heads up, okay? And this is for, again, we're small, we're growing. Maybe you feel this already, but trust me, it's very real, and it can kind of hurt your feelings a little bit, but listen, don't let it hurt your feelings. You're not really gonna get the support from people that know you personally, okay? You're really not. Support will come, okay? I am so thankful for my subscribers, my YouTube sisters, my friends that do support me, my family that does support me. But you'd be surprised, you're not gonna get the people that you know to support you. YouTube is a business that's free as far as them supporting you, right? But I think a lot of people don't get the concept of it, so they don't tune in, or they don't share your video, or they don't watch, they don't subscribe. Don't let that hurt your feelings. Support will come, trust me. My YouTube sisters out there will play my channel so I can get watch time. They will shout me out in their video. They will post a picture of me and say, hey, go subscribe. They have done that, and it's kind of like a tribe of people that I've come to know, and I recognize them in the comments, or they follow me on Instagram or whatever the case. So support will come. Right now, at the time of making this video, I'm almost at 1,600 subscribers, okay? I don't know all of them, but there are some in there that I know that are consistent. They always watch. They love the content we put out. So your support will come. Don't get discouraged if you're telling family and friends to support you and it doesn't seem like it doesn't seem like they're giving you the support. It's okay. Your support will come. All right, guys, so I hope that I gave you some tips and some tricks and some things to do, some things not to do for your YouTube channel while we all grow together. I hope this video was helpful for you. If it was, make sure you have subscribed. Make sure you click the like button. Also, check the links in the description box. I'll try to remember to put everything in there that I talked about. Comment down below if you are making a YouTube channel, maybe some of the things that you're dealing with, maybe some of the struggles you're having, or maybe some advice that someone else can read in the comment section that will help them. And yeah, let's all stay connected. We'll grow together, we'll learn together. I do plan on doing a video at a later date about the monetization process. I was just monetized a few weeks ago, so I want to give this some time, but I will do a walkthrough of what to expect, so when that time comes for you, you know exactly what's going to go on and how it's going to happen. So just stay tuned for that. And I think I may do a behind the scenes kind of video of like the editing process. If you're interested in it, let me know. But yeah, that's all for this video today. We appreciate all of our subscribers. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you Sunday.